Drake sent the shot to Joe Budden very early on in his career, and I mean early, before he was the Drake that we all know today. This probably was a foreshadowing moment for what would be going on a lot in Drake's career, because even recently, Drake took a shot at Joe Budden on his latest album, where he straight up called Joe a dick sucker.
But listen, for you a legend from the six, hate to see you with a dick sucker.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves, because the story I'm about to tell takes place when Drake found himself in the middle of a local beef with another Canadian artist named Aristo, all the way back in 2006. Now, Aristo and Drake had a semi-cool relationship, but that would completely dissolve after Aristo would compare Drake's flow to Kanye and also Joe Budden in a freestyle titled Swagnificent.
It comes down to this, it's like basically, you know, I felt like there was a shot taken at me in a song.
Was that the Swagnificent you're referring to?
Yeah, and I mean, I remember, like, you know, me and Aristo had a talk one time. We were gonna do a record on a Boy Wonder beat, and he was like, "Yeah, you know, you sound like Kanye or whatever." He made a comment like I sound like Kanye West or some shit like that. I was like, "Cool," you know. It was more of a compliment at the time. And then I heard the record, like, sound like Kanye and Joe Budden, and people told me, like, that Do What You Do record was like, oh, that's a Budden flow. You know, I heard that a couple times. So I was like, all right, maybe it's a shot at me.
Early in Drake's career, you could definitely hear Budden's influence. He even says it himself. The cadences and the way that he delivered his punchlines, you could tell it had a lot of Budden's blueprint. But Drizzy did not seem to take this as a compliment. Instead, he saw it as a shot and decided to fire back on his song, Good Night and Good Luck.
I do nothing that would offend these cats, but I wish I had a spot where I could send these cats. Like, here, sit on this island, man, and pin these raps. Bust them shots, pretend you trapped. Do whatever, man. Long as you never find your way home, I'm cool with it. I left you a shovel there, you know what to do with it. I never bust a gun, I missed the CTV. At least I'm not Mr. Dick riding CTE. Rappers believe me, I'm cutting records with Jody Breezy. And that nigga would even admit that you flowing cheesy.
This song would really go to show that even early in Drake's career, he definitely had the ability to enter the arena in the battle rap scene. Now, even though Drake would not name Aristo, it was clear that this song was filled with subliminal shots towards him. So Aristo would respond back to Drake on a song called Good Morning, which, by the way, I cannot find any of the Aristo songs anywhere. If you have them, please hit me up and send them over. They are like impossible for me to find. But after Aristo's song Good Morning, Drake would drop a song called Good Riddance. This song would essentially end their beef to my knowledge. But there was a specific line in this song that would send a straight shot to Joe Budden, who was probably in Jersey minding his own damn business. And this is when Drake decides to respond to the similarity in both of their styles. Check it out.
So I'm lost, can you tell me what's going on in the streets? How I feel to count dough while you palming the heat. And yes, I asked for 16, you did just 16. I heard that weak shit and only wanted the beat. But fuck the money in the cars that I drive to set. And fuck the women that's lying, all the guys they met. And fuck the features on my songs and the deals on the table. And basically it's fuck everything that you strive to get. And it's the room of resolution, I'm finishing it in here. If I copy Budden's flow, you mimicking his career.
Great, and I mean great response, by the way. Comparing Aristo's career to Joe's, who to the general public at that time seemed to be going in a downward spiral, I like that. But someone who would catch wind of that line was Mr. Jump Off Joe Budden himself. And he would eventually run into Drake in 2009 when Drake's star was beginning to rise and bring up this shot to him. And thank God Joe Budden was doing that Joe Budden TV, because he had his camera out and he recorded the entire interaction.
That you get. It's gonna be a nigga.
Yeah.
And he's gonna send a shot. Yeah.
So because you be doing the singing shit, you be doing the rapping shit. I just wanna, is the rapper in you going to say, you know what? Fuck it, just one time.
It depends on if it's good. If it's
You already been in the beef though. You've been in some Toronto local beef.
Yeah.
I'm aware of that. You sent a shot my way too. I heard it, but it was all right.
No, I didn't.
No, it was a little shot. It was a little shot, but it was okay. I didn't mind it.
Oh,
I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
But Joe Budden TV, all right, you heard it first. The nigga's not gonna diss anybody.
Nobody.
No, I didn't. Yeah, you kind of did. But that is the story of the first of many shots that Drake would send Joe Budden's way. And if history repeats itself, I'm sure we'll be hearing more shots in the near future. Shout out to all the yo-yas on the east side. It's your boy KD. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. I'm out of here.